Hello there everyone, welcome back to another Gate Ruler video. Now I asked you if you want to see what deck I used to win locals, and I have purposefully chosen to be obtuse and show you the one that's kind of illegal. We just wanted to give it a go, we'll try. And this is the deck I took, and I realised I'm pretty sure this entire thing is about £40. So that's going to be this is the most budget deck possible, and I'm telling you, you probably won't even need the 4 stars from set 1 come set 3. I'm pretty sure you won't. I'm pretty sure you will play a few new 4 stars from the set. We won't even need SRs. You can build a full budget variant, and believe me, I'll be making that video, so subscribe to the channel if you're interested. Thank you, Starlight, for level supporter. Thank you, Triple CTCG, for sponsoring this video. Link in the description, affiliate link. If you are interested in picking up any Set 3 product, please do use that link because it helps support the channel. Let's go ahead and get started with the profile. So, firstly, we got 4 copies of Jack the Ripper. I hate this card, but it's efficient. I'm on record as saying I thought this card was absolute dogshit noob trap when it was first revealed, and in my defense I do still stand by that. However, the game has not caught up to my expectations at the time, so you're never really going to be wasting removal on this guy, which was sort of my biggest thing. And yeah, it's 3 attack, it's not very good, and it's definitely something that's going to leave the deck sooner rather than later. However, at the moment it's a good thing to mill. And it's fine, 3 attack, get over something tiny, and a lot of the time you are going to be attacking something with 2 things anyway, so it's fine. It's all right. Oh, and also I believe the deck is mostly foil, not that you can see it in this lighting, thanks sun. Anyway, there we go. So for Jack the Ripper, I'll go a little faster now. Wasted enough your time. Okay, so then we got 4 Nibelung. This card is a staple 4 of In Darkness from now till the end of time. Buy a starter deck if you do not have this. It is nuts. The card is ridiculous. Then we've got 4 copies of Banshee. This is okay. It's sort of just so much worse than Nibelung. You get 1 extra attack in exchange for losing a insane ability. The traits on this are identical, so yeah. However, you play it because it does have that owl trait, which means it's very, very nice with Hades, because a lot of the time you will be cycling stuff back into deck, so you want to make sure that you have owls in drop. So when you do hit Hades, it's going to do something in the last level 0 units. As part of the sort of darkness package, most of the deck is Dark Knight Geist here. This is a really nice card. 4 attack is big enough to get over some of the big things, most things that are sort of, you want to attack, and, when it is dealt with, and when it's removed, it'll, oh, you can see the folder. When this is killed, you'll mill a card, so that's quite nice. So yeah, good amount of level 0s there. Some defensive option now in 3 copies of Fell Wolverine. This card is really shit, but it's sort of what we have to play at the moment. I imagine this build will definitely change a bit come set 3, but at the moment it's a 1 strike unit that you can play and actually deal damage with, that plays itself and is a defender, and that's sort of all it really needs to do. Yeah, it would be nice to play one of these if it was darkness traded or something, but that doesn't exist at the moment, though it might in future. And last level 0s here. 3 copies of Make a Killing. This card's very nice now. I think something like 45 cards in the deck or something of Darkness, or 40 something cards in the deck of Darkness. So it's definitely not 45, it's not that many, but it's 40 something. So you're basically always going to have fodder for this, which is going to make it really good for filling your drop and filtering. Onto the level 1s, not many of these. 4 copies of Skyline Magus. This is one of the absolute best cards this deck got in set 2. Really, really, really useful. It's a 4 HP summoner There is no counter speed removal or instant timing removal in the format that's really relevant that's going to deal with this outside of Zap Zap Zap. But like no one's playing Apprentice decks at the moment, so you're not going to get Zap 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 realistically. And whilst in set 3 format that will probably change, it's still, you know, it's basically going to be a guaranteed Abyss summon. And it's a level 1, so yeah, super good. And 4 copies of this card. I really don't like it. It's good, kind of. I really don't like it. So this is the field that, like, when you Abyss, it heals 1. And, like, yeah, okay, cool, healing is fun. But, like, it's just, like, the biggest problem with darkness counters is either they are really, really, really good or they just do nothing, right? Like, so, you know, this, like, okay, fine, I'll heal. I don't know. It's like such a delayed heal. It can be interacted with. It's a level 1. It just feels bad. I just want to play better counters, man. I don't know. I want to do things. I want to interact with my opponent. I don't want to like set up for a heal. Like this was okay in set 1 format when it came out. Like this was, you know, and now I guess now set 2 format. But it very much feels like I just want to do something better with it. So, you know, it gets the job done, you know, and I feel like almost every game I'd resolve like heal 2 or heal 3 or something. But yeah. 1 copy of Ligeri. Just, you know, he mills. You don't really need many copies of him. And the full art, by the way, looks amazing. So yeah, just a solid card, worth playing. 3 copies of March of Darkness. This card went from literal 0 to hero, thanks to Overlord. This card is so silly in Overlord. You know, the counter is great because you're always going to have an Abyss Summoner in your... Like, after turn, like, 2, you're pretty much always going to have an Abyss Summoner in your drop. And if you don't, like, get one, you're going to heal somehow. Be it through Rex or something, or, like, you know. So, or if you have to, like, shuffle it back or something. There's going to be ways for you to get it. Like, from your damage into drop. And if you don't see those, if you draw this, you can mill one and then just add it to your hand. And there is a particular Abyss Summoner that I haven't shown yet, that I'll be talking about with great excitement, that is absurd with this card. This card, yeah, absolutely mental, super good in Overlord. Shit in Night, but very, very good in Overlord. Another card that is exactly the same, shit in Night, but ridiculous in Overlord, is this guy. 4 copies of In One Breath, A Life to Death. So this is destroy a level 1 or lower unit on your opponent's field and then heal 1. And obviously in Overlord that only costs 1, and that is absurd value. So yeah, really, really, really good. Though I will say, probably going to get worse in the set 3 meta. I feel like it's going to be less like useful, but I don't know. It's still nuts value. So yeah. Right, onto the card that I've been gassing up, Voltona. This is probably the single most important card this deck got. So what does he do? So he's a 5/3/2 Dragon, Demon Lord, Dragon Lord and Darkness. Fine, who gives a shit? He has Abyssal Summoning. Fine, he's Abyss Summoner, but he's level 3. Why do I care? Well, I'll tell you why. His TD, mills a Viola and a Nibelung. Like a level 0, but a Nibelung. This is nuts. So you play this down, you search your deck, you mill 2 things you really don't want to draw. Then you shuffle your deck. So if you already Abyss Summon that turn and you've been returning counters, you're increasing the number of counters in your deck, which is, you know, obviously very, very good. And then this itself is an Abyss Summoner, so you can play it, do your things, and then just, okay, Abyss Summon something really useful, which means you can also get this out with March of Darkness. This card's fucking ridiculous. Yep, very, 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 very good. And to round out the deck profile, the Abyss Summon targets, we have got 1 copy of Viola that in Japan is very expensive, but here is the very cheap. 1 copy of Viola that in Japan is very cheap, but here is relatively very expensive. Of course, you know, it's still like a $5 because this game is silly cheap. 2 Viola, I think, is sufficient. Very rarely will I ever think I'd want more than that, if at all. Obviously, you know, board wiping, quite good. Then we've got 1, 2, 3 Rex. This counter is MVP counter, but, you know, space is tight. And 3 Hades. Very perfectly compelling argument for you to sub a Hades in for this. Yeah, So Hades, defensive CNT is going to be more useful most of the time, but obviously if you hit a Rex at the right time, I've been chasing that high ever since. So there's nothing quite like ending your opponent's turn when they're about to kill you. Yeah, super good. And, you know, obviously in the context of set 3, when in theory you could play 8 end the turn counters, that could be truly wild. But yeah, that's it for this deck profile. Yeah. Oh, also this is good for Agri. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please do like the video. Let me know what you think. Is your list any different? Is your list the same? I'm legitimately curious to find out. And yeah, like the video, subscribe to the channel, join my Discord server to talk about the latest reveals and you know, all that sort of stuff. And also, you better hit that bell because this week, the next video I upload will be the wizard buff we have all been waiting for. Please be good. If you're excited for that live reaction, because it will be a live reaction, definitely hit the bell, which only like 20% of you have done. So, you know, do that. There we go. That's it. I will see you guys in the next video. Cheers.